How's it going, guys? So today I will be doing a deck profile on the Katana World Ninja deck from the brand new set XBT-03. So Ninjas has gotten an upgrade from the set, and I have to say that I'm really impressed with the upgrade because there are so many good combos you can pull off with the Ninja deck right now. And also there are so many good defensive cards for Ninjas, such as Art of Shadow Stitching, which is one of the counters to the Demon Lord Baobats deck, because this ability allows you to rest an opponent's monster after 95 attack, and your opponent monsters cannot restand for the rest of the turn. So your opponent will not be able to do the double attack, will not be able to use restander to do extra attacks, and will not be able to use the overturn to restand itself. So it is a very good counter to the meta right now, since there are lots of double attacks. So and also we have a brand new card, which is the brand new Tsukikage. Allows you to do extra attacks and consistently helps you get into your Gojin Maru impact monster. So it is also one of my favorite cards because it looks so cool as well. Alright, so let's begin the deck profile. First up, we play 4 copies of Evil Fake Tsukikage Type 0 and Byakuya Type 0. So the reason why I actually use this card is because this one single card fulfills the condition for both Tsukikage and Byakuya. So one card for 2 names is just so good. And it also has a decent ability. 5/2 1 stats, pretty okay for one card. Its good ability is when this card is destroyed, destroy a monster or an item on your opponent's field. So this card, if your opponent's gonna attack you and this card's in the center, which he has moved by the way, so you can actually move it to the center to protect your life, then if your opponent has to be careful whether to kill it or not, because if you kill it, you will be able to destroy one of your opponent's monster or cards. So it is a very defensive card, and best of all is it fulfills the effect for Zangetsu. Zangetsu, if you have a Tsukikage and draw a card, and you have a Byakuya, you can charge a gauge. So with this on the field, you call it Zangetsu, you can charge and draw for free. So it's great. And it also looks really cool. The Ninja Brothers looks amazing in this art. And it's just Shadow Dive, just in case you fight against War decks. Alright, next up we play 2 copies of Suiha. So Suiha is a classic from the XBT-02. Basically, at the cost of 1 gauge, you will be able to search out any size 1 ninjas from your deck and add it to your hand. So very good because you'll be able to search out Tsukikage, Overturn Tsukikage, and get your combos going. So, and you also can search out Zangetsu if you want that extra draw power. Otherwise, it's just a nice 2-off to play in the deck. There's a lot of draw powers in this deck as well, because we have Ninja Scrolls, which is a great draw power every single turn. You basically draw extra cards every single turn. Alright, so for the start of the deck, we play 5 copies of Overturn Ninja Tsukikage, 1 as the buddy. So at the cost of 1 gauge, you will have a very powerful Overturn monster. Overturn, discard a card from your hand. If you do, search your deck for a Tsukikage and a Byakuya and call them from your deck into your field. So one combo I like to do is I like to attack with my whole field. So let's say I have 3 copies of these cards. Like I'll do 1 crit, 2 crit, 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage, 6 damage. Then I'll use a skill, call 2 more monsters. Usually I'll call type 0 and another Byakuya. So it'll be like 7 damage, 8 damage, 9 damage, 10 damage. Then I will go for impact another 2 damage. If they nullify, there will be another 2 damage, and I can reset as well, so I can do 16 damage in 1 single turn. That's why Katana World is really good right now, because you'll be able to do huge amount of attacks. Not only you are very tactical with your hand size, you can. There's a lot of draw power, and there's defense as well, and there's OTK potential for this deck. And he has panel trade for some reason. Yeah, a very powerful size 1 monster. Definitely one of the best size 1 monster, because I believe this is the only size 1 monster in the game to have the Overturn ability right now. In the future we might see more, but for now Tsukikage is one of the best size 1s. Yep, so it's 4 copies. Many ways you can play this card actually. Most importantly, you just want to go for OTK and push. Alright, so 4 copies of Thunder Sky Ninja Byakuya, his brother. So he has a Shadow Dive ability. At the end of the battle, at this card attack, you may resend if you have a Tsukikage on the field. So basically, when you use Tsukikage's skill to call out 1 Byakuya and another Tsukikage, you would guarantee have a double attack. So yeah, this deck has a lot of search power for Tsukikage, so there's no problem. So it's basically a double attacker, poke for 1/1. So basically it's a 2 crit monster. Very good. 2 copies of the O Byakuya. The effect is pretty much similar, but this is a Thunder Empire one. Alright, I think the only difference is this, while this guy's in a soul of a Gojin Maru or Tsukikage, you can have the monster gain Shadow Dive. So let's say it's in the soul of the Impact monster. The Impact monster will have the Shadow Dive abilities, so that is one thing different. But I played 2 copies just in case I run out of Byakuya in the deck. And it also has a very nice double attack, so it's fine to play too. Alright, so 4 copies of Zangetsu, one of my favorite cards. Combos really well. As long as you have a Tsukikage on the field, you can draw 1 card. If you have a Tsukikage and Byakuya on the field, you can charge and draw. So one way to get a charge and draw effect, you can call these, then you call these, then you can charge and draw. Otherwise, you can just call these, and then charge and draw for free. So yeah, it's basically just basic draw power. So I just like to use them, and it looks really cool as well. I believe he's Sanya's third buddy. Alright, so 4 copies of Shiden, classic Katana World monster, gives you your advantage, your hand size. When activate once per turn, you can discard 1 ninja arts and pay on engage. If you do, draw 2 cards. So basic draw power. Right, so for spells, we play 4 copies of the brand new Ninja Scroll, Secret Scroll. So it's a set card. All ninjas on your field gains with 1k attack power. At the beginning of your main phase, you may pay 1 gauge. If you do, search your deck for 1 ninja arts and add it to your hand. So it is very good because basically 1 gauge for 1 card every single turn is so good. So one way I usually use it is I tend to eat a lot of gauge in this deck, so I usually search out for my Clear Serenity and change the gauge. So basically you pay 1 gauge to gain 3 gauge. So it's basically 3 gauge for you. Or if you want some defensive spells, you can also add Shadow Stitch or Snake Gaze to your hand. So it's 4 copies. Fantastic card. And 4 copies of my favorite Shinobi Scrolls. Shinobi Scroll is very good because every turn you get to draw 1 free card as long as you have gauge to pay. So set, activate, you may pay on gauge and put a card from your hand into this soul face down. So in only instances, actually people do play this card to trigger ambush. Very unique. If you do draw a card, so every turn you can put 1 ninja arts into the soul and it becomes your second hand. So for example, let's say you want to get a free hand size. Alright, I'll pay on gauge, put Snake Gaze into the soul, and just like that I can draw 1 card. So I can actually activate Snake Gaze during your opponent's turn, counter from the soul. So it's a very, very good card. Give you draw power every single turn. I even set multiple copies if I want to, just for extreme draw power. 4 copies of Clear Serenity, charge 3 gauge, can only be used once per turn. Back then it's one of the most overpowered Dragonic charges because you can charge 3. But right now we have Hyper Energy. However, this is a counter, so it has its uses as well. 2 copies of Raiton, Art of Stored Electricity. So it's similar to Clear Serenity, charge 2 gauge, then if you have 5 life or less, charge another 2 gauge. So it's a 4 gauge charger with counter, but you have to have 5 life or less. Actually it's pretty good. If you guys want to play more, you guys will play more. But I'm okay with the gauge, so this is fine. 4 copies of Art of Shadow Stitching, the #1 anti-meta card in the format right now because of so many resendings and stuff. So you may only cast a card if you're attacked by opponent's monster, pay 1 gauge, nullify the attack, and your opponent cannot stand for the rest of the turn. So 1 gauge to end shenanigans like triple attacks is just so good. Not only triple attacks, even overturn butts will not be able to stand, so it's very good. And butts is everywhere now. So I actually almost died to this deck that day. I got lucky and I had shields, otherwise I would just died to the ninja deck. Ninja deck is really good. It's one of my favorite decks right now. 4 copies of Snake Gaze, 1 life to rest a monster. Good against double attack, triple attacks, because once they are rested, they won't be able to attack. Because triple attack and double attack triggers if you attack. If you don't attack, you don't get to do the restand. 2 copies of Art of Body Replacement. Basically nullify, basic nullify. 2 copies. And for the impact monster, we play 2 copies of Gojimaru's Ghoul Deity Arts Dance of Yashagami. So this card is really good because if you're combining it with the Overturn ability, after Overturn your final phase you can go to Gojimaru and do double attack once again. So its ability is call cost, pay 2 gauge and put a monster with Tsukikage and Byakuya into this card. So it is very important to have Tsukikage because it consistently gives you the both names. At the end of the battle of this card, you may discard Ninja Arts. If you do, discard against double attack. So unfortunately, it doesn't have built-in double attack. Otherwise, it will be quite broken. Its counter ability, whenever your opponent will cast a spell, so a Dragon Shield or whatever, Arc Dragon Shield, you may discard Ninja Arts and pay 2 gauge. If you do, nullify the spell and deal 2 damage to your opponent, so it becomes a 4 crit. So attack. Most likely you're just gonna nullify the attack. Then I'm just gonna discard 1 and deal additional 2 damage. So we got 4 crit. That's pretty nice. So yeah, I play 1 Zanya flag, and of course the buddy will be Tsukikage because Tsukikage is so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed my deck profile on the Ninja Katana World deck. If you guys would like to buy some Buddyfight cards, be sure to check out www.buddy-mart.com. So yeah, links are in the description box down below. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and peace out. Love you guys. Rawr.